Hello YouTube family, lovely to see everybody again. In today's video, we are going to be talking about exactly why you need an exit strategy after your fat loss diet, aka a post-diet diet plan, so that you can maintain your fat loss results. You do not want all of your hard work to go to waste. Do you? Some of you may have heard of the term reverse diet. A reverse diet is increasing your calories over time in a strategic way. Why would you do this? If you increase your calorie intake, don't you just get fat? The answer is actually not quite so simple. But before we get started, I do want to point out that there is not really a lot of research on reverse dieting itself. However, a really famous researcher in the nutrition space, Bill Campbell, he is going to approach a reverse dieting study, and I'm very, very excited to see what he finds. However, a lot of coaches still use reverse dieting and have had a lot of success with their clients. So it works. So unfortunately, the majority of people who finish a diet don't even realize that they need this exit strategy. They need a post-diet plan. That's in part why we see a lot of people regain the weight back that they worked so hard to lose. It doesn't mean that dieting is futile, like at all. You just need to understand the process and what to do so that you can maintain your results. So the main problem is, by the time you are wrapping up your diet, I'm sure you are very ready to eat all the things you've been avoiding or limiting. The thing is, we don't want to just add a shit ton of calories into our diet right off the bat. And this is where a lot of people go wrong. They don't understand what they're supposed to do, so they go back to how they were eating as soon as they're done with their diet. You're done with your diet, why wouldn't you? So as we spend longer in a deficit and actually being in a true calorie deficit, your body has compensatory mechanisms that are driving you to eat. And you are pushing your body outside of its homeostasis in order to lose weight. So as you're dieting, you may have higher levels of cortisol, which sustained high levels of cortisol over periods of time can lead to an increase in cravings. A lot of us tend to we don't crave freaking potatoes or like a banana. We tend to crave yummy, salty, fatty, sugary foods. Pizza, cookies, chips, stuff like that. A milkshake. We also know that high levels of cortisol can negatively impact your sleep. It can be harder to sleep when you have elevated levels of cortisol. And we know that poor sleep hygiene is very correlated to higher body mass indexes and higher fat mass. This could be because as you are not sleeping as well and as regularly, it can again add to the overall stress that you are feeling throughout the day. And a lot of people quite literally eat their stress. When they are stressed, they reach for food. It could also be because your body is lacking that energy that it didn't get from sleep. It is now trying to make that up through calories. I'm definitely one of those people. If I have a bad night's sleep, I am a lot hungrier the next day than I normally am. And I tend to also crave sweeter, higher fat things than I normally would. All of these things could be pushing you to eat more at the end of your diet or during your diet. But wait, there's more. Yeah, so we also have some hunger hormones that are affected whenever you are dieting down. You have your hunger hormone ghrelin, which signals your body that it's hungry. You also have another hormone called leptin, and this is a satiety hormone. It helps you realize when you are getting full, so you stop eating. When you have been dieting for a period of time, your ghrelin production increases, meaning your body is sending you more signals that it's hungry. It's like, feed me, please just feed me. And at the same time, your leptin hormone is reduced. Your stretch receptor sensitivity is lower, meaning when you do eat, you are not going to feel as full. You are not going to feel as satisfied. Yeah, it sucks, I know. So both of those factors are pretty strong drivers of, again, your body telling you, feed me, just eat something, please, bitch. So of course, all of these factors have a major role in how you begin to eat whenever you are done with your diet. Mainly, you can start to overconsume what your body actually requires easily. If you are adding back in 500 calories, 800 calories that your body doesn't need, it doesn't have a way to use up that energy. It'll use some of it, but it can't use all of it. And so then that's whenever your body just stores that extra energy as fat. You simply can't use that much energy at once unless maybe you're like an athlete or a marathon runner, something like that, where your activity output is super, super high. But interruption, you guys, my battery died. And so this is a completely new day because I had to charge everything and my spare battery was also dead. So if I look different, now you know why. Okay, back to the topic at hand. So if you are eating a lot of calories per day over what your body actually needs, then those extra calories have nowhere to go. Your body can't use those extra calories quickly enough because your activity levels don't support it, and you most certainly are not building muscle mass that quickly enough for some of those calories to be partitioned to building muscle tissue. So what happens is that extra energy starts to be deposited as fat. So what do you want to do instead? You still want to increase your calorie intake, but you want to increase your calories slowly over a longer period of time in order to get them back up to a lifestyle range. If you go at a slower rate, your body has more time to adapt to the calorie increase. So there is a natural point where you will stop. Your body cannot just keep adapting to higher calories without other stimulus like building muscle and high activity levels. At a certain point, your body will reach a new homeostasis. So for example, I cannot reverse my calories from 1600 calories up to 3000 calories and still be as lean as I was at 1600 calories. That is a lot of calories on my body. Unless maybe I became like an athlete and I started marathon training or, Olympic swimming or something where my activity output skyrocketed and I put on a ton of muscle mass and You can't keep reversing your calories up to forever. So the first goal of reversing your calories is to try to get up to your estimated maintenance calories. You will calculate that based off of your current age, your current weight, your current estimated fat mass, and whether you are a female or a male. And then you do also need to estimate your activity levels currently. If you have been dieting and you've been eating less than those maintenance calories, if you have still been losing weight, you are eating under your maintenance calories. So your first step is to start to reverse diet and start to slowly add in calories until up to your estimated maintenance levels. Now, some people will have the ability to continue reversing their calories a little bit higher and still have minimum to no fat gain, while other people may want to increase their calories a little bit over time to continue supporting improved metabolic health and just get their calorie intake a little bit higher. And some people might be gaining a little bit more fat on those higher calories. Why does this work? Is as far as we understand, your cellular function actually becomes less efficient as you introduce more food. Your body feels more safe, if you want to put it that way. And so its cellular processes actually change. It goes through the reverse of what it was doing in the dieting process. So in the dieting process, as your body is noticing that there is less fuel coming in, well, it's still trying to keep you alive. It's still trying to maintain some sort of, livable stage. it starts to become a lot more efficient at the cellular level. You could also think of this as if you compare a hybrid electric car to an old truck that runs purely on gasoline. Your hybrid electric car can go way further on a lot less fuel because it's hybrid. It's using electricity and it's using fuel. And while it might get 40 miles of gas to the gallon, your old truck may only get 20 miles of gas to the gallon. And it requires a lot more fuel to go the same mileage. Dieting is the same way. As you are dieting, your body essentially becomes like that electric car version. It starts becoming more efficient because it has to keep you alive. As you are going in the reverse direction, you're starting to feed your body more. Your body actually learns to relax and it adapts in the reverse way. It actually becomes less efficient at the cellular level, and it starts to act a little bit more like that old truck where it takes more fuel to now produce the same amount of output. That is a good thing. That is exactly what you want. You want to start to reverse your calories up. Your body will adapt to a good amount of that intake so that you maintain the majority of your results, but now you're able to eat more. You can include more calories into your daily diet. So the rate at which you introduce calories can be very important. Again, if you add a ton of calories at once, your body does not have time for those adaptations to occur. You need to have a strategy to introducing more calories. Okay, to put this all together, I'm going to give you a real world example. Me. I just finished my diet. I went for about 16 weeks. In my dieting phase, and I ended my calories somewhere on an average of about 1,600 calories per day. I don't want to stay eating 1,600 calories per day. I am hungry and I definitely have some cravings, and I would like to get to a higher calorie amount so that I can enjoy now my summertime without feeling so just restricted and having to be super on top of my nutrition. I have used my body comp calculators to calculate what my estimated maintenance calories now are. Be mindful, I have added in a lot of steps into my daily routine. I have also added cardio in my routine. My activity levels at the moment are actually quite high. However, I don't want to keep them high during my reverse diet. I am actually going to scale back my steps a little bit. I'm going to scale back the cardio because your body adapts to cardio. If I kept doing this same amount of cardio, the next time I go through a fat loss phase, I'm going to have to continue adding on top of that. And right now for me, it's already a good chunk of my day. I don't want to keep adding more cardio. For reference, I'm hitting 12,000 steps a day minimum. And with my lifestyle living in the city, sometimes I'm hitting 20,000 steps a day. Not consistently, but still pretty freaking high. And then I am also doing cardio 4 times a week for 15 to 20 minutes. So later down the road, I don't want to have to now hit 15,000 steps every single day on average, nor do I want to do the Stairmaster 5 or 6 times a week, 20 to 30 minutes. Do you see what I'm saying? So I'm going to scale back my activity levels at the same time I'm going through my reverse diet. And so whenever I calculate what my maintenance should be at my current body weight, body fat percentage, age, then I am actually going to reduce my activity level multiplier a little bit. My new estimated maintenance is around 2,200 calories. So over the next several weeks, I am going to bump up my calories week by week, see how my body adjusts until I am around that 2,200 calorie range. And then for my personal goals, I am just going to stay there for another, I'm not sure, maybe 1 to 3 months, and then go back into a fat loss phase because my goals are still to lean out a little bit further. So, key points. Remember, you do not want your body to adjust to your deficit calories. You don't want to keep eating that same low calorie amount that helped you lose weight. At some point, your progress is totally going to stall. You will get used to eating this few calories. If you still have progress to make, it's going to make it harder because now, guess what? You will have to drop your calories even more. And there's just simply a point where it is very unsustainable and unrealistic that you are going to eat 1,100 calories a day. Okay, everyone. I really hope this video helped you understand how important a diet strategy is post-diet. So after your fat loss phase, it's still really important to have a plan in place and go through a reverse diet so that you can bring your calories up to a more livable standard, so you have more freedom, more flexibility, less guilt around your food choices, because you understand that it is the right thing to do and you do deserve to eat more cake, have more cocktails, have more fun foods sprinkled throughout your week after several months of dieting. You deserve that. And it's going to make future fat loss much easier on you and much more realistic, sustainable, and doable. You won't be pulling out your hair wondering why you can't get results even though you're eating like leaves 3 times a day. All right, if you want that body composition calculator, then just head to the link in my description below. It will take you to my website and you'll be able to find it there. Do not forget to like and subscribe if you found this video helpful. And I will catch you in the next one. Toodles!